2nd of August, I stepped into the theatre to see the Sonakshi Sinha starrer Khandaani Shafakhana, aka Family Clinic. The movie has had limited marketing for its release other than the Badshah tunes that have been playing on loop on the radio. I really did not know what to expect as I saw the trailer of the movie, as these films, focusing on topics which are still becoming slowly palatable to the masses, can go only two ways. Either be extremely effective and successful like Vicky Donor and Padman, or be so ineffective in its message that they get easily forgotten. The movie focuses on a niece currently suffering through a financial crisis, the entire family's pressure to pay back the debt falling on her shoulders, and how she inherits a sex clinic from her uncle. Should the legacy of her uncle's medicinal treatment live on, or the character can take the easy way out to relieve herself from the financial burden? Sonakshi Sinha has not had a good track record for the last 3 or 4 years in the box office, and while this movie is not going to change that any sooner. Judging solely the movie and its content objectively, I will provide you the good and bad aspects of the film so that you guys can take a final decision of whether to go for the film or not. The good. Supporting cast. Despite the problems in the storyline and its structure, an aspect that cannot be denied is that the supporting cast puts forth some great performances in this movie. Despite Anu Kapoor's brief appearance as a lawyer in the film, he has some of the most hilarious lines in the movie. The man gave me throwback feels to his role as Baldev Chadda in Vicky Donor. His want to help Sonakshi Sinha's character and her case, transitioning into broken yet effective English as he pleases. The actor is one of the best character actors in the country today. Varun Sharma as Babita's younger brother, despite being typecast in many films as the dumb yet hilarious character, does as is required for his role. An individual who is mostly clueless of his surroundings but has his heart in the right place. Other than that, Nandita Babbar as Babita's mother and Rajesh Sharma as the judge are some of the veteran actors that prove they can fit perfectly in any story. Sonakshi Sinha. After watching this film, I actually felt bad for the actor. The problem actually is not her performance in the film but the story that she has to carry on her shoulders as a leading lady. In moments of frustration and completely breaking down, Sinha's Babita Bedi is actually very convincing. However, with the weak narrative and the abrupt nature with which the story progresses, no matter how effortless the actor can be in communicating to us the journey of Babita, it sadly falls flat. This is the same case that took place with her 2017 film Noor. I guess it's time for the actor to go back to the drawing board and introspect on what kind of scripts will truly click with the Indian audience, because this movie is not going to hit a home run with the masses. Taboo treatment and secrecy. Another refreshing quality of the film, even though it appears only in brief moments, is the secrecy and taboo treatment of sex by the Indian population. Even though the country is second to China with respect to its population, which is still rapidly growing, the absolute ignorance and shame they communicate whenever the topic is brought up is so real if we think about any conversations in real life. This is communicated through the apathy and disdain shown by fellow shop owners and family members. Though the solution to curb this aspect of the population gets lost in the movie, in moments the film does give you a glimpse of how society reacts to people who talk freely about these important topics. The underwhelming aspects. The dialogues. One of the most jarring qualities about the movie are the dialogues. Written by Gautam Mehra, the movie's topic is such that the dialogues can be extremely inventive and creative. As many of the characters are embarrassed to talk about the topic of sex, beating around the bush can lead to many hilarious dialogues. However, most of the punchlines in the movie do not hit the right note with the audience. As the brother tells Babita to be positive, she says, "हाँ, मलेरिया पॉजिटिव, टीबी पॉजिटिव, HIV पॉजिटिव, ये एक ही वो फील्ड है जिसमें पॉजिटिव का नेगेटिव मीनिंग होता है." One of the patients of the sex clinic describes his sperm as wiggle wiggle. Even Badshah's first appearance, which is solely supposed to be a comedic scene, doesn't make you laugh for a second. Badshah's character's freestyle in front of Babita telling her his inhibitions can be best described as only cringy. When Sinha is urging her patients to spread the word about sex, one patient says, "जब तक लोगों को कटरीना का हिंदी नहीं समझ आएगा, तब तक वो कतराना नहीं छोड़ेंगे." These are just some of the many underwhelming dialogues that will make you roll your eyes in theaters. Abrupt structure. The problem with the film is that it is confused on what it wants to focus on. Firstly, just as a technical standpoint, the movie suffers from transitioning with jump cuts and emotions so fast that you don't organically get transported to Babita's journey. The movie literally moves from being an uncle's vision to problems of society to a love story to familial problems, and each topic is only touched upon, not really fleshing out any aspect of her life fully. So you sit and wonder, what is the movie actually trying to tell us? Is it highlighting the taboo treatment of sex education and how it should be curved, or is it just a character's journey in providing some kind of minor change in society? The movie focuses on everything but nothing, due to which its effectiveness gets lost in this mishmash of storytelling, which leads me to my second last point. Screenplay and direction. I felt the creators were themselves confused on how to bring about a conclusion to Babita's journey, and therefore focused on so many themes and angles that you begin to question the point of the film. The movie transitions to flashbacks to tell you about the deep connection Babita had with her uncle, but it's not strong enough for her to be motivated to do so. It provides a perspective of a difference in generations as she and her mother argue about the clinic, but it's only brushed upon and the movie carries forward as if nothing happened. It showcases songs but abruptly cuts to scenes in the middle of the song and then again starts off the song where it was left off, not organically letting us feel anything. The movie with less elements and a more refined goal for the protagonist would have been way more effective. I just want to conclude by saying that I can only draw a parallel with Vicky Donor as I saw this film, a topic which is a taboo subject yet has an effective way of being told to the masses. Vicky Donor was successful because of its heartfelt characters like the mother and the dadi, the doctor who urges a man to do what he would never imagine, and some effortlessly hilarious writing. With this film and the rotation of characters that come briefly and the confused storytelling and messaging which is only conveyed in the most absurd court sequence by the way in its conclusion, this film gets lost on what it's actually trying to do. I would give it a pass. And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.